Sind das die heimlichen Helden des diesjährigen Christkindlesmarkts? Poller sollen den Markt schützen. Allerdings muss dort auch regelmäßig die Straßenbahn durch und das sorgt für Arbeit. Immer wenn also eine Straßenbahn kommt, braucht es einen Hubwagen und fleißiges Sicherheitspersonal. Der Poller wird verschoben und dann wieder platziert. Grob überschlagen dürften es zehntausende Pollerverschiebungen bis Weihnachten sein. Poller, die Waldfee.
This might be one of the most absurd things I've seen this year. Augsburg, a perfectly ordinary city in southern Germany, has managed to come up with a security concept so spectacularly absurd that you'd almost assume it was satire. Because what this city is currently doing to protect its Christmas market from potential terrorist attacks is one of the most bizarre, expensive, and wildly inefficient measures ever invented by German security officials. To spell it out clearly, Augsburg places 350 kilogram steel bollards directly onto the tram tracks so that no vehicle can ram its way into the Christmas market. That part, at first glance, might sound somewhat reasonable, until you learn that these bollards must be moved manually every time a tram approaches. And not once a day, not once an hour, but every few minutes. As soon as the tram passes, the bollards are pushed right back into place, as if the entire city has turned into a massive, taxpayer-funded board game where the pieces have to be moved back and forth in perfect rhythm. 2 tram lines running every 7.5 minutes, a total of 32 trams per hour. 2 bollards per tram, moved aside and rolled back again. That makes 128 bollard movements per hour. 8 to 10 hours a day, for an entire month. Therefore, the city needs 8 workers on site around the clock, 4 stationed at the entrance and 4 at the exit, just to move these things back and forth. Since these steel blocks weigh as much as a small car, special carts apparently had to be designed and purchased just to move them. I won't even begin to guess what this whole performance is costing. For foreign viewers who are hearing this for the first time, yes, Germany, the supposedly efficient, well-organized, hyper-advanced Germany, now protects its Christmas markets with a strange cocktail of concrete blocks, steel barriers, and desperate manual labor, all because the political establishment refuses to confront the actual cause that made these measures necessary in the first place. And here we get to the central point, the one thing you are not supposed to say in Germany. These barriers, these bollards, these concrete blocks, these improvised tank traps exist because of a political decision made in 2015. Back then, the government opened the borders. No controls, no plan, no idea who was entering the country or why. Since that moment, it's not the Christmas markets that have changed, it's the risk profile of the country. Before 2015, not a single Christmas market in Germany needed armed police, steel vehicle barriers, or teams of men physically shoving metal obstacles back and forth. These things simply did not exist because the threat they are meant to prevent did not exist in this form. And now, everyone pretends it is perfectly normal that family festivals look like military zones. As if it were self-evident that cities must now deploy tons of steel to protect civilians from attackers whose identities are often unclear, and Augsburg provides the perfect symbolic picture. Instead of addressing the underlying cause, border control, migration control, risk control, the city pushes massive steel bollards back and forth and proudly calls that a security concept. It's not a real security plan. It's a staged performance meant to reassure the public while avoiding the one problem that actually matters. Because if you don't control who enters your country, then you will eventually start trying to control everything inside the country. Augsburg, in this sense, is not an outlier. It's a symbol of a country that would rather move 350 kilogram bollards than control a border. A country that prefers improvised engineering over political courage. And a country that would rather perform theater than acknowledge reality. All right, that's it for today. Let me know in the comments what you make of all this madness, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.